What? Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Once again, I am back. My apologies for being gone for the weekend. Just wanted to let you all know that it was an amazing weekend. Spent the weekend in Austin. My niece made it to state. Congratulations, Miss Makai Marie Falkway. Love you so much. Great job and way to end the high school career in the state championships. So, for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Ray Destin Jr. I am the founder and CEO of BOBM Publishing. We're a full-service publishing house that has helped the last 268 authors become Amazon #1 bestsellers. And I don't talk about anything under #1 because we don't celebrate anything under that, right? Just the system of excellence that we have in place. So, for those of you who are just tuning in, this video is for my authors, and this one is actually for more entrepreneurs in general. The reason that I say it's more for entrepreneurs in general is because there is something that most of us are missing as entrepreneurs, and that's having a great business structure in place. So when we talk about having a great business structure in place, it's not just because you're making money. Anybody, and I'm going to say this loud, anybody can make money, but it's how you manage your money. It's the systems that you have in place that take you from one level, take you from one tax bracket to another tax bracket, and allow you to benefit from the tax cuts, from the tax reform, and all those things that are out there. Because whether we realize it or not, the system that we are in this country was designed specifically for business owners, entrepreneurs, business owners. And so this is for authors to understand how to set up your business structure as an author, because it goes way deeper than the books. If you just have a basic business structure and you say, you know what, hey, go ahead and buy my book, cash out me the money, you're not doing business yet, right? You need to have an invoicing system. There's a few things that I'm going to touch on with you throughout this, and then I'm just going to touch on it, and I'm going to come back and break it all down for you so that you understand where I'm coming from, what and how this applies to you specifically as an entrepreneur. So the first thing is your business structure. DBA versus LLC versus S Corp. There's a reason that each one of those are brought up when we're talking about authors. As an author, again, you can dream as big or as small as you want. You need to have a good invoicing system. There's a few invoicing systems that I have experience with. So I'll touch on just a few of those invoicing systems. There's tons of them out there to help you collect your money and have it set aside and filed away. Next is your CMS, or your email marketing system. CMS is your client management or customer management system, so that you can keep track of the records of all the customers that come in. And I'm going to talk about that. And for some of you, you've already used CMS systems and didn't even realize that you were doing it because you were working a 9 to 5. I was under the same impression, right? And then the last thing is, I got a bonus tip for y'all that you can actually write off about $5,000 to $10,000 every single month on your taxes if it's done properly. So stick with me, and I promise you this is going to be some good information. This is for those of you who are serious about being entrepreneurs as well as authors. So the first thing that I want to touch on is your business structure. What's the difference between a DBA, LLC, and an S Corp? The DBA is for someone who's just starting out. DBA is the same as assumed name. So doing business as. When I first started off as an entrepreneur, I had a DBA because guess what? It costs less than $50. I could go and get my business set up in my name as an entity with the state. I was recognized by the state, and I was also able to go to the IRS and get my EIN. EIN being an employee identification number. When you have your employee identification number, you can use that instead of having to put your social security number on everything that you're doing for your business. Now you're moving as a legal entity within. But with the DBA, there's very few write-offs. It's really, you are just saying, instead of me doing business as instead of me going out and making money in this world as Sugar Ray Destin Jr., I'm going out and making money in this world as my first company, CYD Enterprises. And so it doesn't really give you any notoriety in the business world. It's just, you're just putting your toes in the water. Now, if you are making between 0 and maybe 1,000, then you probably want to stick with a DBA, because, and that's per year, because if you're not making a lot of money, you don't want to go out and spend the money that you have not earned just yet as an entrepreneur. So that DBA is very, very easy to get. It's easy to file. You just go to your department, your Secretary of State within your state. They usually have a website where you can set it up, or you can go into one of the tax offices and file for your DBA. The next one is an LLC. LLC is a limited liability corporation. What a limited liability corporation allows you to do is separate your funds from your business funds. Separate your funds from your business funds. The reason that you want to separate your funds from your business funds and do it in a legal way is because this protects your money in case something happens and someone wants to come for your money. It's not connected to your household. You don't want to have your money, once you start making a certain amount of money, specifically tied into your personal finances. Now, the next part of that LLC is that it does give you more tax benefits. You are able to write off simple things like mileage, meetings, the computer system that I'm using right now. These are all tax write-offs because I have an LLC, which protects my money legally. So you want to have your business set up in a way that your money is being protected, because instead of you working for your money, you always want your money working for you. The next thing is the S Corp. Now, LLC, if you're making up to about $8,000, then you probably want to just keep it at the LLC level. Once you start making a little bit more money, then you want to start looking at an S Corp. S Corp, because you have a larger corporation. You're building out a structure. You're building out a team. You're building out people that are helping you with your business. Now, what do I mean by having a team? If you think about some of the largest coaching companies out there, they started as simple books, right? John Maxwell has a corporation. Why does John Maxwell have a corporation? Because he does so many speaking engagements that he started having to, as a result of the books that he's written. And if you know anything about John Maxwell, he's a leader literally in the leadership community. People look to John Maxwell for leadership information all the time. Though he's a pastor and founder of a church, he's also a very wise businessman. So he has his corporation. If you look at the Franklin Covey company, Franklin Covey is another company that started from a simple book. Franklin planners were around before Covey came along. Stephen Covey, who wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. From The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he created a brand that is now a corporation that is much bigger. Now, when you're just starting out, it may be a little bit intimidating to think about all these business structures, the DBA versus the LLC versus the S Corp. But you have to know, one, how much money are you aiming to make? Two, how large do you want your corporation to get? And then three, what does your team look like? So that's the beginning of your business structure. Next thing you'll need when it comes down to business is the system that is connected to your business. And when I say the system, I'm talking about your invoicing system. I'm talking about your payment system. How do people pay you? I alluded to it earlier. Some people just say, hey, just go ahead and cash out me. That's cool. But again, you have to have a system that you can actually keep records of what's coming in and what's going out. Even though now Cash App has actually updated, Cash App is actually part of Square. Square is an invoicing system that has built-in CMS. It has where you can create items that people can go online and with just a simple click purchase the item that you are selling. So your invoicing system is for people who want to do bulk orders. If they're doing bulk orders with you, then you want them to be able to put in a number instead of having to go back in one time and then do another time and do another time and do another for each item that they're purchasing from you. My preference is actually Square because it allows you to add in a few things. Anytime I send out a book, it has tax added to it, the shipping tax. It also has the price per book. So the price per book plus the shipping, anytime you add from 1 up to 999, I guess, it automatically calculates that for you. So you don't have to go in with your pencil and paper or a calculator and get old school and say, oh man, this is, you want 50 books, they're $25 each. Oh, hold on. If you're not good at math, Square does the math for you. Next system is PayPal. PayPal is another good system for new entrepreneurs because it allows you to create those buttons. It allows you to set up recurring payments. And recurring payments is something, if you are getting into the coaching field, you want to have your recurring payments set up. On Square, you have recurring invoices, but on PayPal, it automatically takes it out every single month for you, which is a good look for you. And you can also create those items or a PayPal button. If you look, a lot of times when you're checking out, even from larger corporations, they're still using PayPal or a Square link that is connected to their work. Another tool I like to use is 17 Hats. 17 Hats has just about everything that you need as an entrepreneur. It does come with a monthly fee, which is one of the downsides from using it. But if you are starting and you're looking for free 99, then your top 3 options are going to be Square, PayPal, or Stripe. When I say free 99, if you don't have the budget just yet, start where you are and use what's available. Square, PayPal, Stripe. Those are 3 really good ones. 17 Hats is another invoicing system. It allows you to keep records of the clients. It allows you to send out contracts. It allows you to send out quotes. It allows you to send out a specific invoice that has a full description. For me personally, whenever I'm sending an invoice for a book, for coaching, for anything like that, I like to use 17 Hats because it stores that same information. You can keep those items. You can save those items for future use. So again, I'm just giving you the names of the tools. I'm not giving you the breakdown of how they work. I'm not giving you the breakdown of how to go in and create an item or anything like that. The reason that I'm giving it to you is because as new entrepreneurs, there are a lot of things that you may miss out on. And I don't want you to miss it because the reason that most businesses fail is not because lack of hustle, lack of information. If you don't know what you don't know. This is for helping you to understand some of the things that you do need to know. Last one that I'm familiar with and have used, and I actually kind of enjoy is Zoho. Zoho, Zoho. It allows you to create subscriptions. It allows you to send out invoices. It allows you to create items in there. Again, just like 17 Hats, Zoho actually comes with a subscription fee, a monthly subscription fee. So for those tools, each one of these tools also includes the following. It includes a CMS or an email marketing system if you choose to use that. What is a CMS? A customer management system. And like I said, some of you have already used customer management systems, but you just didn't realize how it translated into what it is that you were doing. Let me give you an example. If you've ever worked in a call center, what's going on, coach? If you've ever worked in a call center, you had to get the following. Anytime someone called in, you have to verify who they are. You have to verify the last four of their social. You have to verify an address. You have to verify an email address. Why are you doing that? Because you're adding to their customer management system. Their customer management system. As an entrepreneur, you already have experience with the customer management systems of larger corporations. You've been on the other end of it. Now it's time for you to get your customer management system. Think about the things that you need to collect from each customer for it to be a successful transaction. Maybe you need their email address. Maybe you need their phone number. Why do you need these two things? So you can follow up with them. You want to at all times be able to follow up with your clients. If you're shipping out books, you're going to need their address. You might not necessarily need their social security number unless you're doing a different type of business. Don't ask people for their social unless you absolutely need it, because it's too much going on in the world. Just being honest with y'all. You don't want to be in control of somebody else's primary information. But think about the things that you need to collect from each one of your customers and include that in your customer management system. Make sure that you have that information. Maybe you want to collect their birthdays. Why do you want to collect their birthdays? Because it's a good idea to send somebody, hey, happy birthday. I was thinking about you. Maybe you want to collect their anniversary. When were significant dates? When did they get married? If you're a relationship expert, if you're a relationship coach, then maybe you want to keep that so you can send them out a, hey, happy anniversary. I remember when you all first met. It was such an amazing sight. If you are a whatever the need is, if you work with children, collect those children's birthdays. The reason how many kids they have in the home, because follow up and follow through. That follow up and follow through is extremely important. But if you know the number of kids, then come certain holidays like Easter, if you're having a promotion and it is something specific to kids, if you have a promotion during Christmas and it's specific to kids, the more information you know, the easier it is for you to, one, build relationships, but also to follow up and give them custom offers that are select to their home. We get it all the time. There's an example of a great customer management system Target had. So Target had the customer management system, and they were able to tell when someone was pregnant or expecting. Young lady continue going to Target, continue shopping. So at her home, there's a mailer from Target, and on the mailer, it has items specific to pregnancy. Now, the father of this young lady got this information and actually went to sue Target. Come to find out, the young lady in the home was a teenager who was pregnant. And that is how good their customer management system is. They knew certain items are going to be purchased around certain times. You're going to be looking for milk. You're going to be looking for Pampers. You're going to be maybe there's some nausea medication that she was looking at. They knew based on her buying pattern what was getting ready to happen. So the better your customer management system is, the better you can read your clients, the better you can market to your clients, and the better your business system overall will be, because it builds relationships. And like Coach Erica Love said, follow up and follow through is what it's all about as an entrepreneur. The better your follow through, the better your results. You're looking for long-term results, not just short-term fixes. Okay? Like I said, anybody can make $1, but it takes a real business person to build a relationship. Last thing is, I got a tip for you. For those of you out there who are entrepreneurs and you do have children, there is a simple tax write-off that all entrepreneurs have access to, and it is for its wages for those children. So when you pay your children wages, get that word allowance out of your vocabulary as an entrepreneur. And the reason I say get that word allowance out of your vocabulary is because if you're taking pictures and your child is holding your product, or your child is talking on your video, or your child is, there's a number of different things that children can help with in your business as you're building it. The IRS has up to, I think it's up to 10,000. It was about 5,000 per month that you can, or 10,000 per year that you can write off. And it was about 5,000 per year that you could write off. But this is for wages that you're paying your child. Now, how does that work? This is the bonus. You have to have a bank account that is set up in that child's name. When you are paying that child, it has to come from your business account to their account for, again, wages, for whatever the wage is for. Now, obviously, don't take a picture with your child and then put one picture up per month and then pay that child $500 or $1,000. Come on, fam. Ain't nobody making that kind of money unless you're a true celebrity. Now, you want to teach them how to become real celebrities, but this is a start. They can help you with different things in your business. If they're making photocopies, if they are filing paperwork for you, if they are writing stuff for you, these are all things that you can pay your child for. And as you're building your business, it doesn't say what they have to do with the money. The money just has to come from your business account into their personal account as wages. And that is what you can write off. So once again, listen, that's all I got for today. If this information was helpful for you, do me a favor. Go ahead and drop a like, drop a heart, and share it, because there are authors out there that are out there. Exactly, Mike. Social media promotion is something that all kids can help with. They know how to do it better than we do, and they studying it just because. Again, if this was helpful, drop a like, drop a heart, and do me a favor and hit that share button. The reason that we're sharing it, not because I'm trying to get your money. I'm actually out here trying to help these other authors that are out there get those books out of their heads onto the paper so that they can help you get through your storms as well. And listen, this is my time. My name is Ray Destin Jr. Once again, I'm the founder and CEO of BOBM Publishing. Love you guys. Ain't nothing y'all can do about it. Ain't nothing y'all can do about that. I'm still going to love you. Love y'all.